The bone data. What level of estrogen actually protects you? This is where most clinicians stop the conversation too early. You get HRT, hot flashes are gone, great, that is the right dose. However, the bone data presents an entirely different picture. The study of osteoporotic fractures, an important study that was done by Attinger and his team, published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, discovered that postmenopausal women with serum estradiol levels below 5 picograms per ml had much lower bone mineral density and a higher risk of fractures compared to women with higher levels. That finding has been replicated and refined over the past 2 decades. What does it mean for clinically? Another study, Baker and colleagues, 2004, found that even modestly higher endogenous estradiol levels above 10 picograms per ml were associated with 6 to 14% higher bone mineral density in young postmenopausal women compared to those with lower levels. 6 to 14%. That could be the difference between a bone that holds and a bone that breaks. Rapuri and colleagues in 2004 confirmed that endogenous serum estradiol levels and 6-hormone binding globulin independently determined bone mineral density, bone remodeling rates, and even the response to estrogen. In other words, your baseline estradiol level affects whether your hormone therapy is actually doing any good, and also what you think it's doing. And then another study that shifted how we think about target levels is Janka and colleagues, done in 2021, which assessed biochemical bone turnover markers in postmenopausal women. They studied and concluded that only women with estradiol levels at or above 25 picograms per ml had balanced bone formation and resorption markers. Below that threshold, resorption outpaced the formation. As you know, the bone is constantly resorbing itself and forming again. The bone was being broken down faster than it was being built, even if the women felt fine. More recently, Zhu and colleagues in 2021 described an inverted U-shaped relationship between the estradiol levels and bone mineral density. The bone mineral density, the BMD, increases with the levels of estradiol in your blood, up to approximately 70 picograms per ml. After that, we see there is no additional benefit of increasing the dose and maybe potentially even harm. In plain terms, the bone protective sweet spot appears to be roughly between 25 to 70 picograms per ml for bone health. Below 10, you are in trouble. Between 10 and 25, you're losing ground slowly. And above 25, bone formation and resorption come into balance. And above 70, you're not really getting any additional benefits. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.